Blanch it, peel it, blend it till it's smooth and glossy. Spank your tomato, spank it till it's saucy. Cook it long and cook it hot, do the spanking thing. The more you spank the tomato, the more your body sings. Spank that tomato, spank that tomato, spank that tomato.
Good morning, fellow spankers. We're going to show you how to make homemade dressing, and then we're going to take that dressing and inject a chicken in a little bit.
We've got a couple of large onions, coarse chopped, and about 6 cloves of garlic going in the blender.
Going to have the vinegar, seasonings, the water to help loosen everything up, as per the recipe in the beginning of the video. So here you'll see me kind of experimenting. Each time it seems to be different with the blender, how well it mixes. So I just keep adding a little more water and a little more till it gets that consistency. I just took some of that and set it aside before we add our spices and stuff. Help free up a little room in the container. And also that poultice can be used just with the onion, garlic, and vinegar on cuts and burns.
Oh, what spices we got there, Spicy?
So if you don't have your own special seasoning, just use like a Caribbean. We actually tasted the Caribbean seasoning, and we're kind of farting around with making our own special blends. That's pretty close to what we bought from the store.
We will have our own blend coming up pretty quick. We're just about there, and we're tasting it as we mix it in, right?
Yep. You can't take away, or yeah, you can't take away. You can always add more, but you can't take away. So add as needed. The total amount of spices we used are in the recipe at the beginning of the video. And there you go. The finished product, put that in the fridge for about 24 hours.
Sings, spank that tomato, spank that tomato, spank that tomato.
And now we're going to take that dressing and sift out the juice. Smushing it through a colander there.
Some of the juice for our needle, which we'll be injecting the bird with, and the poultice for packing under the skin later for an extra level of flavor.
An extra level of awesome. So the needle we're using there, we've got one on order from Amazon because that one's got too many holes in it. If you can get a needle, well, from Amazon, or if you don't have a drug problem in your area and they still sell them at the local farm store, just go get a horse needle from them, or your veterinarian. Those work really well.
That allows you to inject the meat exactly where you want the liquid to go, and you can shoot that bird or whatever it is you're marinating all over the place. Get those juices where you want them to be for an extra flavorful bird in this case.
Yeah, and as you can see, I'm transferring the juice all over the place because I did not think ahead.
So here we're injecting. We just want to shoot that bird in several places and get those juices in the bird, all around the bird, and every part that you can. The legs, the wings.
The bird! The bird!
Are you going to squawk for us?
Quack!
Have fun while you're doing it, guys. Very important.
I think that's the most important part. Tastes better if you're laughing.
We use the plastic syringes, and they don't last very long. The seals give out. These are more designed for cooking and reusing, of course, a lot. You can get replacement parts online, so this is the way to go.
Yeah. Just be picky about the needle that you purchase.
It comes with a kit. Use the needle that comes with it that shoots the juices right out the end, just like an ordinary needle, and you'll be good to go.
One hole, not 6. Look at that poor bird.
Yeah, but
like
you're going to get the flavors where you want them. That's what it's all about. The legs.
Flip it, poke it, flip it again, poke it. If the juice squirts back at you, that's when you know you've got enough in there. Oh.
What are we doing?
We are pulling the skin away from the meat and shoving that shit in there. Pack it as full as you can. take all that poultice and pack it in there.
Use everything. The flavors are not super strong. It's not going to overpower the bird, but it's going to complement it, right, Chef?
Yes, and now you're going to squish it around the bird. Make it all even under the skin. And we're going to season one side of it. Then after you wrap it with saran wrap, put a lid on it, or whatever you're going to do. Stick it in the refrigerator for 48 hours.
There we go.
Halfway through, you're going to flip it. Like after 24 hours, you're going to flip it and then re-season it like this again. Stick it back in the fridge for the last 24 hours. Oh, and for Pete's sake, people, if there's any juice left over, don't use it on anything else. Cross-contamination.
Safe food handling, guys.
Yep, you don't want raw chicken stuff in your salad or anything else. Just put it all with the bird.
Alright, there we go. So we're just going to cover that up and put it in the refrigerator for 48 hours for maximum flavor absorption.
Yeah, if you have a shrink wrapping system, that's definitely preferable. We happen to have two, and both are broken. So we're using what we got here. And it all works about the same. I think the suction would be better, though, if you happen to have a shrink wrap system.
Well, we have enough juice here and packed under the skin that it's going to be no problem for that bird to absorb the flavors, especially with the 48-hour soak. Flipping it halfway through.
You want to, right before you cook it, you want to stick it over the pot on a rack so all the juices can drip down in. So you can use them to make this. So you're going to take the juice that was in with the bird, put it in a pot, put the drippings from the bird after you cook it in a pot, and do 1 tablespoon of flour to every cup of juice in your pot, and just whip the shit out of it like he is right now. There you go. You are done.
Bird and butternut squash.
Bird up. Oh yeah, the squash is another
and
episode.
You can see the gravy's nice and thick. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Blanch it, peel it, core it, blend it till it's smooth and glossy. Spank your tomato, spank it till it's saucy. Cook it long, cook it hot, do the spanking thing. The more you spank your mater, the more your body sings. Spank the tomato, spank the tomato, spank the tomato. Yeah, 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 yeah. Spank that tomato. Spank the bell, smack the like, comment on our spanking ways. All our spanking videos will keep you fed for days. Spank the tomato, spank the tomato, spank the tomato. Spank it, squeeze it, Friday. Spank it, squeeze it, fry it, there really is no limit. The menu is wide open, just get that mater in it. And spank that tomato, spank that tomato, spank that tomato. Blanch it, peel it, core it, blend it, still it's overs. Blanch it, peel it, core it, blend it till it's smooth and glossy. Spank your tomato, spank it like it's naughty. Cook it long, cook it hot, do that spanking thing. The more you spank your tomato, the more your body sings. Spank the tomato, spank the tomato, spank the tomato. Yeah, 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 yeah. Spank that thing. That's not in it, but what the hell? Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Tomato. Oh shit, my phone's ringing. It was supposed to be turned down. Odd.